Okay, good morning YouTube. So thank you for making our Ask a Gay Family episode 1 such a great success. We got a lot of really nice comments, a lot of nice more questions out of it, which I was really kind of surprised by. So this is Ask a Gay Family episode 2. And before we start, we want to give some props to a couple people. Thank you, Fight Dog, for sending us these really cool shirts. He's a friend of ours who's on YouTube. If you get a chance, check out some of his videos. And he sent us these really neat shirts from his gym. So I'm really happy about that. The second thing is we just hit 1,500 subscribers.
Yes.
So for all of our subscribers, thank you. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. So, just hearing your guys' comments, knowing that you guys are there supporting us, it means the world. So we really appreciate that. So I'm going to let Bryan kick it off with the first question this week.
Okay, and today's first question comes from a YouTube viewer who goes by Troy, and it is, why Daddy Jay and Daddy Bryan? Why not have the kids call you Daddy or Papa or some variation of that? And this one actually I think best goes to Daniel and Selena to answer.
How come you guys don't call me Papa? How come you guys call us both Daddy?
It's easier to say that.
Just easier?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you first came to live with us, do you remember what I tried to get you to call me?
Papa?
Papa. You didn't like Papa, huh?
Uh.
So basically, I think when you're a gay couple and you don't have kids yet, you get all these ideas about what things are supposed to be, how it's supposed to work, what roles you're supposed to take. And I was going to be Papa, and Bryan was going to be Dad.
Yeah.
And the kids did not like that.
I'm
How come you don't want to call me Papa?
I'm thinking.
Because I like calling you Daddy.
You want to call me Daddy?
I think.
And now she likes calling me Cuddle Wuddles.
Yeah.
You got a Wuddles? So I think just to wrap that up really quick, lots of people want to have their kids do lots of things, and when it comes down to it, kids find out what they're comfortable with and they do what they want to do. So they never liked the Papa. So, when me and Bryan are together, they call us Daddy Jay or Daddy Bryan. But if we're just here by ourselves, like Bryan's going to go work at the antique shop today, and I'll just be Dad. Yeah. So it makes it really simple. And
but usually it sounds like, Dad!
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
Daniel did something!
Daddy Jay!
Yeah.
Selena.
Okay, so the second question, because these videos tend to run kind of long, so we're going to speed it up a little bit, is from Caesar Brute, and he's been a friend of ours for a long time, and he sent us a video response. And his response, his question was really good, and it's something that we haven't necessarily talked through with the kids. So I think it's something that, we can, it's definitely should be a learning experience not only for you guys, but for me and Bryan.
Hey guys. My question is, how did you guys explain to Daniel and Selena about you being gay? How did they take it? I mean, obviously they're happy with it now, but what was it like in the beginning of the process?
So, Daniel was 5 years old when we adopted Daniel.
Yep.
So he came from a foster family out of Sacramento, and he was under the impression that all gay people live in San Francisco. So I think his parents had told him he was being adopted by 2 gay men, and we all live in San Francisco.
Actually, no.
No?
No one told me that.
Sure they did, because you thought we lived in San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
You kept saying, I thought you guys lived in San Francisco.
How far is it to San Francisco?
Yeah, because he was under the impression that all gay people live in San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was like 6 months before he
finally figured it out that we weren't going to San Francisco.
We did not live in San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah. And so, when did you start to realize that you have 2 dads and not the traditional mommy and daddy?
Until I met you guys.
Yeah, but did it ever really, you kind of knew, but it never really, we had a few talks about it.
Yeah.
About what that meant, but did it ever really, was it ever a big deal for you?
No, not that much.
No. Yeah, so it just felt pretty normal, huh?
Yeah.
Because you seemed pretty comfortable. You didn't seem like you had a lot of problems with it. You seemed like you were pretty open and easygoing. And
yeah.
Yeah. You remember having any deep conversations with him about that?
I remember that when Daniel first came to live with us, that I was concerned that he would have some issues with it, so we did talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But pretty much I got the same answers that we just got here.
Yeah.
So
I think kids are really easygoing, and I think like Daniel. I mean, I know not all kids, but Daniel was very easygoing. If you ever, he's never had any problems with it. I mean, he just accepts that he has two dads. His best friend at school, which is kind of funny, has two moms. So I don't know how that relationship started with the two of them, but they obviously found each other. And his best friend Joseph, who you've seen in a couple of our videos, has two moms. So I think in that sense they found something in common. You guys ever talk about that at all?
No.
Not really? You just kind of accept it, huh?
Yeah.
Now this little one, huh? Do you know what it means to have two dads? No? Do you like having two daddies? Yeah? Is it cool to have two dads? Yeah? You don't think about it too much? No? So Selena was, a baby. She was 12 months basically when she came to stay with us. I mean, Daniel and Selena are biological brother and sister. And, she just has always only known two dads. So I remember the first time she ever said anything to me, which made me think, okay, well, she is thinking about it, is we went to the Castro Theater in San Francisco, and they had remember when we went and saw The Little Mermaid? Yeah? Was that fun? You got to dress up?
I was in my pretty.
Yeah. So me and Brian took Selena to see The Little Mermaid at the Castro Theater. It was one of those shows where the kids got to dress up in costumes.
And I got a fruit snack.
You got fruit snacks. And there was actors on the stage, and they were playing out The Little Mermaid with the movie in the background. And then we got the clapper thing. Remember that? That was kind of cool, huh? So I remember Selena, there was a lot of gay families. There was a lot of two moms and two dad families there. And Selena goes, "Hey, Daddy Jay, guess what?" And I go, "What, sweet cheeks?" And she goes, "I think lots of kids have two dads and two moms because there was lots of gay couples." And I was like, I mean, she was about 2.5, 3.
mhm.
And I was like, wow, Selena's thinking about that.
I didn't.
She notices there's some differences. So now, do you notice at school that a lot of your friends have a mommy and a daddy? And do you know why that is? No, you're not sure so much? Yeah. Do you like having two dads? Yeah. And you got some mommy figures like Grandma Ann. And who's some other women in your life that you like to spend time with?
Girl Jen.
Grandma Jan. And how about Pumpkin? Yeah, maybe spend more time with Pumpkin. And there's Angie,
Grandma Cindy,
Grandma Cindy, Jen,
Auntie Callista.
And-
Callista. So do you like hanging out with those ladies from time to time?
Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Sandy.
Is she great on?
Sandy, huh?
Is she great on Sandy?
Oh, it doesn't
No,
matter.
don't call her great aunt, she won't like it.
Yeah, it's not-
So YouTube, I guess Selena's still growing. She's 4, and she's going to preschool in a couple weeks. And I think as what you try to do is you try to be as open as possible to your kids, and when they bring the conversations to you, you do dialogue. I mean, you talk to them about it. Selena does know that she has a mommy, huh? And you know where your mommy lives? Remember we talked about it? What city? Sacramento? Yeah. So she knows she has a mommy, and she has two daddies. And those are conversations at 4 years old we're starting to have with Selena, and she's a very bright little girl. Being really shy right now. So, I mean, you take it day by day, and as your kids ask you questions, you're open, you have the dialogue,
And she has her brother who still has very clear memories that he can help her to get to know her mom a little bit in ways that maybe we can't. Yeah.
Yeah, well, not so bright. So, is there anything you'd like to say, Brian?
No, I think we covered it.
Yeah, no conversations or anything you've had with the kids that may be on this topic at all, or no? Brian just woke up. As you can see, he has his coffee.
Yeah, talking to me before a cup of coffee is never a good idea. No, I mean, in all the years of living with Daniel and Selena and our lives and our families together, we live our life just like any other family does, and I know that every once in a while a little aha moment goes off and we have a conversation.
Yeah.
But those moments are pretty few and far between overall.
Show me your back.
That's our life. That's the way that we live it, and we do the best we can to give Daniel and Selena, everything that they need to grow up to be happy, healthy, and strong people.
Okay, you two. So I guess we're gonna say goodbye.
Yeah.
We got a busy day ahead of us.
Yep.
Daniel starts school
No.
this next week, so summer's almost over. We look forward to talking to you. Leave lots of comments and make sure you rate those videos. Take care. Bye.
See ya.